Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of Market Wrap with Raja. We have been seeing that the index has behaved quite well and along the expected lines of whatever we have been sharing in our videos. And the index did give a nice push to the upside. And today we are once again going to see how on this expiry day the index has managed to give us a decent run. And well, it looks like the run could extend. And what are we having on the indices? Let's go ahead and take a look at that. I'll be discussing about Nifty, Bank Nifty, and Nifty IT. So let's go down. Let's go right in and take a look at that on the daily charts. You can see here that I'm having the daily charts here. First of all, I would like to bring your attention to a very important element on the daily charts. What you're seeing here is a gap zone which was contested for a very long time. You can see here this is a gap area. The first thrust was in the beginning of June, and now slowly and steadily this gap has been overcome. We had discussed about the bearish engulfing scenario, but then you can see here that yes, the prices were able to consolidate around these zones and now they have moved up. So once again, I will be using the help of my trend line. You see here that this is the help of my trend line which I am showing here. You can see that the nice trend line support has managed to move ahead the prices, and once the prices were able to consolidate and move above the gap zone, we are witnessing a steady run to the upside. So that's the scene of Nifty on the daily charts. Now let's go into the intraday and see how we can analyze the charts better. Once again, I have with me the concept of pivots. You can see here that there was a nice consolidation and then a nice thrust, a nice gap up move on the Nifty, which we can see here on the charts. So now let's take a rest from this pivot zone and let's try and find out how else can we introspect further for our action on the indices, especially the Nifty. So now once you go ahead and take a look at the Nifty, we had seen that somewhere around this region we had drawn a horizontal support trend line. Then we had drawn this horizontal resistance trend line, and as we saw, this was a nice channel breakout. The breakout which we witnessed yesterday continued to move ahead. So now if I were to measure this breakout zone, we have roughly around 200 points. So you can see here a move from here. The channel target could be somewhere to the point of 200 points from here, which is 10,600. So you had a move from this zone to this zone, which was measured at 200 points. And now the 200 points from here would take you near the target zone. So right now, the Nifty reached its channel target. This is called as a channel. You can see here that the prices were moving in a band formation. You can see here there's a nice channel being formed. And at the higher levels, you can see that yes, the price targets have been met on the Nifty. So now looking forward into tomorrow, 10,600 could be a key level to watch out for. Unless and until we get a nice closing about 10,600, we should be a little cautious. It's the end of the week, and we are definitely looking into the market space as a profit booking zone. So now, if Nifty were to give a pullback, then you can look at the gap zone once again. So gaps are very interesting way to look at the markets, and the dips into this zone around the 10,450 mark would be a very good way to look at the markets. So you can see here that the entire market has been laid out for you. You have got 10,450 on the downside, 10,600 as a key level to watch out for. So we can expect the market to be a little bit range bound for Friday. So that's the action scenario on the Nifty. So now let's go down to the other index, which is Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty, if you can see here, continues to disappoint. and it has not been able to successfully move above 22,000. For those who recall, I had mentioned that 22,500 is a key level to watch out for, and you can see once again Bank Nifty has failed to move about 22,500. Well, is it going to be a challenging scenario? Well, I definitely think it will be, because you can see here that the consistent supply around these zones are proving to be a challenge for the index, and that's why Bank Nifty could be a big deterrent in the broader indices going up. So, with the Nifty not coming into play and the Bank Nifty also looking a bit iffy. So what are we left with? We are left with the Nifty IT. You can see here that the Nifty IT, as you recall, yesterday I had talked about the condition of the long range candle. You can see here the nice strong bullish candle which has been seen here has consolidated or absorbed or consumed the 3 days of range bound action. He had said that once again a nice support trend line has been maintained in the Nifty IT also, and this nice long body candle is only gathering support of the trend line and inching higher. With the Nifty IT creating a new high in the recent times, it's a clear signal that IT are once again back into the scenario, and it will definitely give a good flip on the long side for looking into the leading IT stocks as well as the mid cap and the IT space. So yes, we didn't take a look at the lower time frame on the Bank Nifty. So first we will go and take a look at that. So now let's take a look at Bank Nifty on the lower time frame, and let's see what scenario we have in store. You can see here that the prices did go up, but it was not able to sustain, and we have spent a nice range bound action today. So now what are we looking at? We are looking at a scenario where the Bank Nifty has been unable to cross the 22,500 zone effectively, and the pullback which we are witnessing are expecting some threshold support points somewhere around these zones. There's a first support point to watch out for, which is 21,800, and if that were to break, then you could expect a nice drop into this gap zone. I love trading with gaps because gaps are a very fascinating way to look at the markets. And you can see here that this gap zone has is the next support area to watch out for, and that's how around 21,400. So support levels to watch out for on Bank Nifty would be 21,400 and 21,800. And on the Nifty IT, if you were to look at the lower time frame, you can see here that it has gotten off the block very aggressively, and now we could expect some pullback towards the region of 14,900 on the Bank Nifty, and this is a key value area here. We were mentioning about 14,700 for last so many sessions in our video, and you can see here now the range would shift to the upper zone, and I would like to have this zone around 14,850. I would revisit the levels mentioned earlier as 14,850 to 900 would be a good pullback zone in CNX IT, where we can expect some supports to emerge once again. And that is how the Nifty IT has been placed. So in terms of the ranking, which I do every time, first would be Nifty IT, then would come your Nifty, and the third place is Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty did have its run, but then now it looks like Nifty IT would take over tomorrow. So this is what I have in store for you, and more such interesting concepts and more such interesting ways to look at the indices and how you can make your trading better and also enhance your perspective. I'm going to be sharing in a webinar which I'm going to be doing on Sunday, 6 p.m. I would like you to register for this webinar and find out how you can shape your market perspective and how you can make use of a very simple and effective strategy which I'll be sharing as part of the webinar. Do join in and you will see that yes, your concepts are definitely getting better. See you in the webinar. Do register. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day. Have a great trading.